Hi, come in. Welcome to Fashion Neurosis, Eric Cantona.
Thank you.
Why did you choose what you're wearing today?
I'm a bit fed up with all the dark colors, you know. I used to wear orange clothes in early 2000, and then all blue, all kind of blue, for 15 years. And now I'm fed up with all cars, black and dark gray, dark blue, white. I remember when I was young, in 70s, 80s, we had a lot of colors in the street with all the cars. And now it's the same. It's a bit the same with the clothes. I was at the airport, and I look around me, and everybody is dressed in black, dark blue, dark gray. So now I like to wear colors.
I have to say, I've never seen you in an outfit like this
Yes.
in the years I've known you.
It's a bit new.
I knew I'd be surprised by something, and today it's the colours of your outfit.
It's a bit of pop.
It's great.
Yeah, and it's because in Arabian you read from the right to the left, and Diwalu means I got nothing. Yeah, and they play with the name of Andy Warhol, and it's a bit I like it. It's Moroccan.
I love it.
It's a friend of me who is a great photographer. It's called Hassan Ajaj.
And he designed it.
He designed it. Yeah, designed this one. Designed a tea. Makes a tea. He has a lot of talent. Mm-hmm. He's very creative. Yeah.
I went to school as a child in Morocco, not for very long, but
where?
In Marrakesh.
In Marrakesh. So he's from Marrakesh.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, this was when I was 7, I think.
Yeah?
But it was
How long did you stay there?
I stayed in Morocco for 2 years, but not all the time in Marrakesh. But once I got familiar with the writing in Arabic, then I couldn't remember which way to write in English.
Yeah. And Rashida, my wife, who is original from Algeria, his father, a father and a mother. When she was young, she started to learn how to write. But at school, she was writing French, not from the left to the right, but from the right to the left. So the teacher said to her parents that she has to stop because she will be mixed and
it's too confusing.
Which is I think it's very stupid. I think because the kids can learn a lot of things. Even if they are mixed, you explain to them and
they get used. They get the hang of it, don't they?
Yeah.
Do you have any obsessions running at the moment?
Obsession. I'm full of obsession.
Anything in particular at the moment? I know you're a very kind of focused person.
Yeah.
And that requires an obsessive nature. And I wondered what was at the top of your kind of obsession pile at the moment.
Yeah. At the moment, I'm writing something and I want to finish it as soon as possible. I don't know why, because I got plenty of time. But maybe when I am concentrate on something, I want to be concentrated on it for 100%, and then I can think about something else. So spend 3 hours on the plane. It was 5 minutes. So obsession can be good also, you know, because a flight can be long, very long. And when you do something interesting that you like, you're passionate about, time goes so fast. But I think I arrive now on time. I will be 58 soon, and I want to take time also, but not on planes. It's nature, listening to the birds, smelling the nature. I want my ear concentrate on something else. I feel at the moment that I'm in a wheels, in a system, and I need time to. Because if I concentrate on something, on a noise, I don't hear anything else. If I concentrate on sound of natures, on the leaves, on the rains, I will not hear anything else. It's all in the brain. And I think it's important to take time and to be connected, really connected to the nature, the sounds of the nature, the smells of the nature, the energy of the nature.
Have you always been able to be like that?
One of my idols is my grand uncle that I never met. It's called Auguste. He lived in the Ardèche in France. He was I don't know, in French we say hermit, I don't know in English, but he lived in the mountains.
A hermit?
Hermit.
Hermit, yeah, the same word.
He was an hermit, and he wasn't completely in connection with nature. I never met him. He died, I wasn't even born, but my grandmother told me a lot of story about him. And maybe it was ways she told me the stories. I don't know, but I really love him. My wife Rashida, she did an album, and I wrote the lyrics. And one of the journalists from a very cultural magazine in France, in charge of the music, so some people asked her if she listened to the album of Rashida Brakni. And she said, no, I cannot listen to an album with the lyrics written by Eric Cantona, an ex-footballer. Why not? And then she did a new album with a band, with a very famous French singer called Gaëtan Roussel. And I wrote one of the song, the lyrics of the song, called Le Temps Passe. And they went to see her and say, did you listen to the album of Lady Sir? The name of the band is Lady Sir. She said, oh yes, I love, my favorite song is Le Temps Passe. Because I took another name.
What is?
It wasn't Eric Cantona. The name was Auguste Rauric. Auguste was the name of my grand uncle who lived in nature. And Rauric was the name of my grandparents on my mother's side. Yeah. So she didn't know that it was me who wrote this song. So sometimes we have to dribble.
Yes.
Yeah. As the next footballer, I know how to do it. I can play with the people if they want to play.
Can I ask you, if you fancy someone and don't like the clothes they're wearing, does it kill your attraction to them?
If I fancy someone in what, physically?
Yeah.
Intellectually? Physically?
Yeah,
I don't think I can fancy somebody who is not dressed the way I like. And I also can really like somebody who is not physically so what we say that it's a beautiful person. If she has a look, she has a certain way to move, to look, and how she's dressed, and how I think for me it's the most important thing, which is, I think, the beauty of inside. Mm. So I cannot fancy somebody who is not dressed the way I like. I like her when I see something charming in somebody. It's kind of test. Like if I will speak with her, I don't think we will have a connection. Or maybe it's a bit rude. Maybe I don't know, but it tells us a lot. In terms of creativity, in terms of taste, and everything, the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you move, the way you smile, the way you speak. It's only this is the only thing interesting me. There is a song of Serge Gainsbourg called La beauté cachée du lait, du lait.
I don't know.
You don't know this song?
I don't know.
La beauté cachée du lait, du lait. This is the hidden beauty of the horrible man. You know? Because he didn't like himself physically.
Right.
He said that he was...
So the hidden beauty of the horrible man, is that?
Yeah. So this is the inside beauty.
Yeah.
Everybody speak about it, but me, I need to feel something. Yeah. But I think it's the same for everybody. The way you dress is... I like it or I don't like it. It doesn't mean that it's nice or not. It's just my feeling, my own feeling.
Yeah.
And it's important. And I like when it's not too, that I feel that somebody didn't take so long to do it also. Just naturally and spontaneity, dress with spontaneity also.
Yeah.
Just have something special. Yeah. I don't like when it's too, you see that they decided for hours the way they would dress, the way they cut their hair and everything. I don't like this. It's too complicated. I like spontaneities. And I like artists, Pollock or Karel Appel, all these kind of people who does painting in just few minutes, It's more subconscious.
Apparently Velasquez painted very fast, and he
Velasquez?
also... Yeah.
Yes?
My father told me he painted very fast, and he painted clothes really well. I mean, I'm always quite interested in looking at clothes in paintings, and my father said he was painting those royal families, he had to do it really quickly, so...
Yeah, but fast in this kind of painting.
Well, I think probably faster than my father, who took about a year to do each painting. Yeah, it's exciting. I agree.
Yeah. After you go to a museum, for instance, and you see paintings, and you like paintings, and you don't ask questions, you don't say to yourself, did he paint quickly or not? I like when you feel this freedom.
Yeah.
This freedom and this impulsivity. I don't know, it's in English, impulsivity?
Yes.
Impulsivity, this kind of thing. But also, for instance, the painting of your father, it's you feel this freedom, you feel this, it's unique. This is something, from the feeling I got, when you see the paintings, it's like when you see somebody in a room, and this is something special around him or around her. And I think the painting of your father is something that you cannot see. It's something that you feel around the painting, around the woman or the man.
I'm glad you think so, because I do.
It's just I've seen some exhibition of him, and in every painting I think I feel this. I read something Al Pacino said to the DP, "Remember, you have to catch my soul." I think this is great. I love that.
Yeah.
And the painting of your father, he catched the soul of his or her model.
Mm. Do you remember the first clothes you bought with your first paycheck from football?
I remember it was a trouser, Benetton. I wanted everybody to know that it was a Benetton. I was a bit stupid. I was 16 maybe. So I took the Benetton inside of the trouser, and I comment on dit?
You sewed it?
Yeah, on the pocket,
That's fantastic.
So everybody knows. Yeah, but it was so expensive for me, So I wanted everybody to know that it was a Benetton at this time. It was great. It's still better.
Yeah, it was an amazing thing at the time.
Yeah.
It's like the sapeurs, who keep the labels on all their clothes.
Yeah, and now I'm completely the opposite. If there is a brown somewhere, I don't buy it.
Yeah, This is the only thing I've seen you wear with a writing on.
Yeah, but nobody knows.
No one knows what it is.
If it was Andy Warhol that everybody can read, and I don't think it's a brand.
No.
Andy Warhol. I don't think it's a brand. Nobody can read it. So,
that's great.
So, yeah.
It's good. It looks idiosyncratic, which is something I associate with you anyway.
Yeah, but because it's a way they do it, and the people don't realize. We live in a world now that you have to wear a clothes with a big name here, a big brand. Like me, when I told you I was stupid when I was a kid, I wanted everybody to know that it's Benetton. They use the naivety of the people, saying we will make a dress with our brand, big hair, so the people will buy it because they will be proud to wear a big brand. And at the same time, the people make advertising for these brands. And it's a perfect reflection, I think, of the world we live in.
It's funny, though, because there's something I can't help slightly admiring when they do it, when someone's wearing something with a brand name on, and they don't even know what it is, but it looks good as a decoration. And then I think that's the ultimate achievement, that it's gone into a different universe of meaning. It's a pattern, and people are responding to it because of that.
Yeah, but most of the time it's just a name.
Yeah, it is.
It's just the name of the brand. And if there is if you don't have a big name on the bag, for women, maybe you will not buy it. It's like art, like paintings, like everything, like artists. What makes the difference between them? Is it the quality of the artist, or is it because he's surrounded by people, The value, the real value of clothes, brands, or an artist, contemporary artist. It's very subjective.
Yeah, I suppose that's why sometimes I hate those brands and sometimes I love them, and I'm quite interested to find when I like it, even though I hate it. So I quite like having my mind sort of almost being seduced by something I don't like that I suddenly find I'm liking. When did you start to feel that clothes could be a tool in your life? When you played for Manchester United, you used to turn the collar up of your football shirt, and I wondered how you decided to do this. Where did that come from? Because it was such a good look. It was so definitive, and it felt like part of your winning abilities that you had this thing.
But I didn't really thought about it before. I think it was more something like came like this naturally, and then we won, and then like superstition. I didn't think about it, and then it became like a brand.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it again because it was something special, maybe. It has been a superstition until the last game of my career.
So then you always did it?
It was just superstitions.
Yeah, they're important, though, superstitions, unless they prevent you from doing things. But
for some, in football it's difficult because we don't have a lot of things. We have a pair of socks and short and shirt.
Yeah.
So, but for me it's very, very important how I feel, how I felt on the pitch. Really, the colors. If I don't feel comfortable in it, I need to feel. I don't know if I am elegant, or I was elegant, but I needed to feel elegant. Maybe because the Dutch from the 70s, I grew up with the Dutch, with Holland, with Johan Cruyff. They were all very elegant. Ajax, Amsterdam, they were all very elegant. It was a school of elegance until now.
What kind of thing? How did they look?
They were not. The shirt was nice. The shirt was orange. Maybe it was the first time we saw an orange shirt. We didn't watch many games on TV because there were not so many games on TV. And when I was very young, it was black and white TV. So the first time I saw the orange shirt from Holland was something special. Maybe it was, I told you, we started with this interview with that. And I said to you that in early 2000, I dressed in orange. A lot of t-shirt, orange. I like this color. It's a positive color. The Buddhists also use this color. I don't know. It's very positive. It's very positive. So they were very, very elegant. Holland, Ajax, all this, Johan Cruyff, Rudy Krol. Like they were selected for their elegance, So when I played, I needed to feel elegant. And if I didn't have the right number, I remember I played in Leeds a game because at that time we didn't have a number for all the season when I arrived in Leeds. Even when I arrived in Manchester, the first season. And then we had a number for all the season. So I played with a number 2 or number 3, I think, because I play at the place of the right or left back. I don't know. So I had his number because the rest of the team didn't have officially this number, but when they were playing, they were in the first 11. For instance, the number 10 was Gary McAllister, and he played, and he had the number 10. But if he was injured and I played, I could have the number 10. But me, I had a number 2 or number 3, which is very defensive. And I didn't feel comfortable at all.
Really?
But I scored a goal. I scored a goal in this game. But I remember I hated this game.
That's fascinating.
I hate it.
You didn't
like in a clothes, you like it or not. Now I look at my clothes. I put this trouser. I put this shirt. I feel it or not. It's nice. It's not nice. I don't care. I don't just like when I do a lot of things in my life. I want to do it quick and feel freedom. I don't want to look bad, but I believe in my instinct. And because I believe in my instinct, if I feel it, I take this shirt with this trouser. This is the right decision. If I start to think about it, I will feel bad all the day.
Yeah, I'm the same actually. Because I find even though I need to be prepared for things to do and to wear things, if I organize it in advance, it just feels like it doesn't have any life. And I find sometimes I get the best outfits when I throw things on, or if I'm really cold, I put too many things on, and then I quite like the way that looks, and I'll use that. And then sort of things that, like I wear socks with everything because I'm cold, but I like the way it looks as well. And I like that feeling of, you've just got the clothes, the last clothes on earth, and you've put them on, but you've managed to give them some style or some polish just before you rush out of the door.
Yeah, but you have to be. It's why I say that I believe in my instinct, and I want to believe in my instinct.
Also, it's practice,
it depends on how I take the decisions, and I become the same. I'm getting old now. I become the same with the people. I know the people I like. I know the people I feel comfortable with. I know some people I feel a good energy, bad energy. And now more and more, I don't want to waste time. I remember we were, it was a projection of a TV series I did in a festival. And I was in front of the restaurant with the team of the film, of the series we had. And it was full of people. And we were waiting to find a table. And I said, I waste my time, man. I don't want to be here full of people, surrounded by people that I will make an effort to speak, I will make an effort to laugh, and I will make an effort to everything. And I don't want to. I never, in the past, I didn't do a lot of efforts. But more and more, I don't want to make any effort. But for the people I love, for my friends I love, for my family, I can make an effort. And I do it with a great pleasure. Like you give a present to somebody. And for the people I love, I prefer the priority is their feeling, much more than mine. But for the other people, I don't care. I don't care. And then I don't care what I think about. If they're not happy, I don't care. I'm just respectful. I say thank you. I say please. I say everything. But I don't want to waste time. In 20 years, it will be dead, or maybe before, I don't know. But the time goes so fast, I don't want to.
Yeah.
There is so many things to do, so many things I want to do.
I was going to ask you about what you thought was the best kit out there, and like the players that wore those super short shorts, but you talked about the Dutch and how elegant they were, but...
Yeah. I remember I didn't like the shirt we had in Manchester the last season I spent there. Didn't really like it.
Was that the red one?
Yeah, it's always red, but every season they change it, you know.
Oh, okay.
Every season, every club, they change it because they have thousands of fans. They have to sell shirts. Everybody wants the new ones, you know. This is a business. But for the player, when you feel comfortable on a kind of shirt, you don't want to change it. And sometimes it's better, sometimes it's good, and sometimes you don't feel as comfortable. But it's you with yourself.
But it helps.
But now I know that if I don't feel comfortable, if I don't like something, for instance, I write a lyrics or I do a painting. Sometimes you say, "Oh, it's nice, it's nice." You feel inside of you that it's not the right thing you want to do. You didn't do it with all the freedom you wanted to do it, and you want to tell yourself. You want to persuade yourself.
Persuade yourself.
You have to persuade yourself that it's nice, it's good. Oh no, it's good inside of you. But you know that it's not nice, and every day you feel this. You feel uncomfortable with it until the day you put a color on it and you do something else on top of it. And by experience now, I know that if I don't look at it with the freedom I need it to have when I do it, I will not like it for life. I will not like it. I know that I will not. I don't have to persuade myself.
You give the impression of being supremely confident, and I wondered if you'd ever had any hang-ups or any insecurities about your body.
It was last week. I woke up before my wife Rashida, that you know, and I used to hear birds in the garden, and I didn't hear the birds in the garden. And I say to myself, I become deaf. So I waited to wake up, and I said to her, it is strange, we don't hear the birds today. And she said to me, yes, it's because it's too cold. It was so cold. So I was happy that she didn't hear birds also. So I wasn't deaf.
Oh,
But yeah, so sometimes I feel insecure with my body.
Fashion designers, I think. I've got a friend who's called Anthony Price, who's a fashion designer, and he said if we were confident or in our bodies, we'd never be designers, because if you're perfect, you don't only need a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. But most designers, well, certainly me and him, we have loads of hang-ups and loads of insecurities, and it makes me look for how to be a master in proportion and how to shape things in a way that so that you can step into them and kind of project this image that makes you feel your best look, and then it gives you an extra courage.
I think it's in the same chapter that the answer we gave before with the beauty.
Yes, yeah.
I think it's the same. We have to find in art, in creativity, in the world we build around us, the observation of the world, or the way we dress, the way we express ourselves. We have to find this beauty, and then we will feel comfortable with what we are. I think if we don't feel well psychologically or physically, we have to find a way to feel better. And I think most of the artists, they have this they feel uncomfortable in some way, and they have to express themselves to be able to live in this world, to be able to have friends, to have family. That's why sometimes they ask me a question why I do so many things. Just because I need to express myself. It's a kind of, I don't know if it's a kind of, it's not physically, it's psychologically in my concern, for me.
Yeah, for yourself.
It's not physically, because physically I play football at high level, but psychologically, I really need to express myself and find a way to be able to live with myself, and also live in connection with the people around me who are in this world also of expressing themselves.
Like dealing with a restlessness.
Restlessness, what does that mean?
Like when you feel like you need to be moving, but not necessarily literally, but kind of finding out what your next curiosity is. Because I find I get very down if I get very depressed and go into a sort of passive, gloomy place. And so I need to have challenges quite a lot, but not challenges that are so great that they crush me. Well, now I know myself better. I recognize this restlessness, and I need to experiment. I need to go a little further. And that's partly what this is about. I've been wanting to tell stories about my experiences in this world of fashion and clothes, and how it changes how people feel about themselves, which I'm always really interested in. And in fact, if you're feeling low, do you find there are certain clothes that make you feel better, or is there something you go to?
Yeah, I think so. It's why I had different periods, as I told you. In early 2000 it was orange, and then blue. I loved all kind of blue, mix of kind of blue. And then I fed up, and I want to have colors. So it helped me. It helped. I don't know. It's because psychologically I am in a certain state that I need to change, and I don't know what to change. I don't know. But for sure now I need colors. I really. Yesterday I saw a car, very old car, yellow orange, and I was with my daughter, and she said, yes, it's orange, but not orange like in a supermarket. Orange like the orange you find in gardens.
Oh, that's
well,
so
not in
sweet.
England because you don't have orange in the gardens, but orange in the gardens in Portugal or in Morocco, for instance. This kind of orange, natural orange. And this car was so nice. And I remember when I was young, we had a lot of cars. Green, yellow, orange, blue. But blue, a nice blue. You know, blue sky, blue, different blue. Wonderful. And now it's all dark everywhere. So I decided now I will put some colors until the next decision. I don't know. But now I need to have colors to like pop, you know.
It's like a magic carpet. It's like your transition is with these colors until you get to the next.
Exactly. Yeah, I know that it will be the next. I hope so.
They're always
I hope so.
you're very good at the next.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
In fact, when you're acting in movies or playing a part, are you involved in choosing the clothes, or how important is that for you to find the character?
It's important that we do it together with the director, the chief costumer, and me. It's important that we all agree, but I really need to feel comfortable on them, on the clothes, and I need to have natural things, cotton, linen, all this kind of thing. I hate synthetics. Synthetics?
Yeah.
Understand?
Synthetics.
Like I hate to cross, because now we have to cross every time in the airport somewhere with thousands of perfumes.
Oh, yeah.
Synthetics perfumes. Big brands. But I hate this smell. I hate them.
Duty free.
I love the perfumers. You know, the people who are really passionate by it. And it's all natural. I love Serge Lutens. You know Serge Lutens. It's so nice. But it's natural. It's all natural. The clothes, first, it has to be natural. And then, because when you shoot, in shooting, you know, it's with the light and everything, it's hot. So if it's synthetic, I swear, and I hate it. So first of all, it has to be natural, and then it has to be like the character and everything. What we think about the character, what we imagine about the character and everything. And then we finish the movie, the shooting, and we throw away everything, or they keep it.
But it's not.
And now I say, I should keep it. I should keep something, not to wear it, but just to keep it as something. But at the same time, I don't like to have pictures at home, and I don't know where my trophies are.
Really?
I don't have a picture of me in my house.
No
but
pictures.
For the kids, you know, like me. I imagine that you're 10 years old and you say, "Oh, my grandfather, look, this costume, he had it in this movie. This shirt, he had it for this football game." And I think it's important for them. Because for me, it's not important because I don't have it at home. I don't have all this kind of thing at home because we are concentrate on new project, something new. So I don't want to be prisoner of all this kind of thing. Like, you know, this is the right moment. This is the biggest moment of my life, and I don't do anything else. No, so I don't want to feel prisoner. But for the memories, for the kids, if I believe in reincarnation, I believe in memories of what you live. What you live in your clothes. There is a life in your clothes, you know. You wear it. When you see a painting of a great artist, you see, this is Lucian Freud. This is Vincent van Gogh.
So you have
this
like
is
a
Picasso.
transgenerational
This is Picasso,
memory.
him with his brush who did it. This is something special. You feel something. You feel it. So if I believe in reincarnation, it's the memories you live as a man, as a father, as a brother, as a friend. And I wrote a song called Je veux. It's in French. But it's what I want for my funerals. And I said I want happy people around me. I want people, because we had a great moment. And I only want friends, and I only want family.
And I want your funeral,
I want for the last moment, live the life we had together. Mm. Because all my friends, they love to laugh, they love to cook, they love to speak about crazy things. And all my friends are like this, and I want surrounded by these people, laughing, drinking, singing. It's a celebration.
Yes. And
then finish, and this is all in the memory. What you live. This is I'm not religious at all, but I believe in this kind of reincarnation.
Yeah.
Memories. I believe in memories. So we have to be ourselves, not nice. Ourselves. And if we are nice being ourselves, it's good. But I don't want to be an example or be nice. I respect the people. I want them to respect me. If they don't respect me, I don't respect them, and I don't care. And I can be very rude because I'm nice and respectful. So you have to respect me.
You have a brilliant way with language, and the things. It's like you've cast a spell on people sometimes. Like when the famous thing about the trawler and the bird, and when everyone was so desperate to get this information from you, and then you just gave them some information, but it wasn't what they were asking. And you have this ability to do that in an everyday way, that you're such a kind of cult hero, for a figure for so many people, and you handle it so well by maintaining this thing that you've just described. And you are nice to people because you're your real self, and I feel like you show people a way of being, and it's fun, especially to be a friend of yours and experience that, how you're unpredictable but not in an anxious making way. It's just stay on your toes, If we're going to have a conversation, something's got to happen, even if it's an enormous not able to understand where you're coming from, because you're so, free with how you communicate.
I like to be free as possible, but it's not always easy, but free as possible. But then when I say that, the thing about the trial, well, hundreds of journalists waiting for a press conference. It was just after the court, and the lawyer of the club were there. We were in a room, and I said, why the journalists are there? I don't want to speak to them. And he said to me, you have to speak to them. It's important. So I say, okay, I will speak to them. And I just say hello, and then I said the trial, like I could have said, this camera remind me of blackbird, looking over the rainbows, and I just say the trial when the seagull follows the trials and everything, and then I left, and then I did my job. He wanted me to speak to them. I spoke to them.
So brilliant.
And then they try to interpret what I said. It was just something subconscious. And the most important thing, I think, it's we have to speak the words. Are they so important, the words? I think the real message was, I don't want to speak to you, but I have to speak to you. So I speak to you without saying anything to you. And then I will give you the nightmare of trying to interpret what I said. And then I laugh. It was a revenge for me. And it's why when I at the gig, when I come back with this song and I said, when I travel, then the press called me the greatest philosopher, and I think they were completely right. Yeah. This is because it's a kind of philosophy, and a philosophy like Socrates. It's not only words, because you have some philosophers, what they call philosophers, and they speak for hours. It's not really interesting. Me, I prefer the philosophers who are in the act, in doing something, in what they do. It's a kind of philosophy, and I prefer that. So this was a way to act. It's a kind of philosophy. But then they try to interpret the words, which is very reducing the thinkings. But it's interesting.
Well, it was a big success.
Yeah, success or not, but it was very interesting. It's still interesting.
When you walked in the Paco Rabanne show in 1993, how did that feel? Did you find your body behave differently because you had to do this thing to show clothes, or what was that like?
It was the first time I did it. I did it as an experience. I didn't want to have a career on that. And I liked Paco Rabanne. I liked him. He created a lot of things before. I didn't wear the things in metal. You know, remember all the things in metal
the
and
chain
everything.
mail.
Not very comfortable.
No.
You know, but very creative. And he was a bit illuminated, and he was in another world, even the way he looked at you. And I liked to meet this kind of people.
How did he look at you?
No, the way, you know, he has a certain way to. He's like a guru. You know,
really?
he predicted the end of the world and everything. He was very in another world.
I didn't know
in
that.
energies and everything, you know. But I like it. I like him. I like him very much. And I think he is a very important person in the history of design. And I did it for him. And I enjoyed it. And I did it. I didn't walk like. I think I jumped once or twice.
Did you?
Yeah, something. Yeah, I think so. Maybe you can find it.
I looked at the clothes and you look really good, I thought. The white outfit, I thought was great.
It was nice. Yeah, very nice.
Talking of jumping, I watched you do the karate kick so many times, and in the black outfit, and I've always been had a you say like a superstitious affection for the idea of a ninja, and you just seemed so engaged in that moment. I mean, we all were.
Yeah, maybe for this picture, which is a nice picture, I think. I'm glad that I did it in black. I didn't have a lot of red cards in my career, but maybe 5 or 6. And with United, I had 3 red cards 3 times with this shirt, with this black shirt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so, but I'm nearly sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Why? Because it's black, I don't know. Maybe I didn't feel so comfortable. But I also scored wonderful goals with this shirt. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a yellow, because it was black and yellow.
They look good, I must
But
say.
when you see the all blacks, you know, they are very strong in all blacks, like this, in ruby. It's nice. It's very powerful.
Yeah, it
very,
is.
Very powerful.
And something about being outside and wearing all black is very powerful as well.
Yeah.
You've just finished touring your album, and I remember you coming to London and playing me some of the music, and then we talked about what you might wear, and I made you some clothes.
Yeah.
And
wonderful clothes.
It was so exciting you asking me to do that, because again I had this feeling about you going on this new adventure, and I wanted to make something that took care of you. I wanted you to have this coat that was like something a soldier would be wearing, returning, that had kept him safe through, like I was thinking of the Napoleonic War or something. And then the shirt where you were a man who had a lot of courage and a lot of kind of glamour, and there was the shirt underneath that was a little bit, you know, déshabillé. I don't know if that's right. And then the red trousers, which were a pair of sports already made, but and also I sort of slightly imagined like what I'd be wearing, and I wondered how did it feel right? You know, I mean, I know you wouldn't have worn it if it didn't, but you know, coming to you to make these clothes, which are so important. Can you tell me about how that felt?
I wanted to have something comfortable because I wanted to have the freedom of moving, and I wanted to have something nice with a lot of presence. At the beginning, I didn't really want to have a shirt. You know, I just wanted to have the black one, long
the coat,
without anything under. But I knew that at the middle of the gig, I will take it off, and then it's better to have a shirt with a red shoes. I didn't want to have black, white, and red because Manchester United. I didn't think about it.
No.
I didn't. But at the end of the day, it's like this.
I know.
It's strange because I never thought about it. And some people, I think, thought that was a call of Manchester United. But no.
It was funny how that just happened, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I wanted you to have something that made you stand out on stage, and, you know, so to be all dark, you know, with dark trousers too. But then Christian Louboutin made you the special boots in red, and it just looked really fantastic.
Yeah. But it's very nice, and I like the mix of a long coat, very nice, very well done,
with a good shoulder is really important. Yeah.
And this sports trouser.
Yeah.
I like the mix of them, and I felt comfortable. I felt good. I think it was me for this period of concerts. It's what I wanted to start with this kind of things, and you helped me a lot because you are a great artist.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
know that.
It was it meant so much to me that you chose me and asked me to do that, because designers, it's like we literally have, there's an expression in England, I have your back, and we literally have your back. I had your back. I hope to do the best for you, and for you to feel like you could forget about yourself and sing these amazing songs. And so thank you.
Thanks
Eric.
to you.
And thank you so much for
being
on Fashion Neurosis.
Bye. See the star shining.